Hello and welcome back to the single player world. Where the hell are we is the first question you're going to ask. So I have come down here. Maybe I'll let me open up my map and stuff. So our base is there. So I've come down and basically taken a left. And this is basically new chunks. And the reason I'm here today, I'm looking for iron and I'm also looking for limestone because I want to get some mortar. And I've just come to this middle of area here, and literally I'm just going to potluck it and dig down. I'm going to show you a few techniques when you're looking for iron, especially iron and stuff. Limestone, you just kind of have to be lucky with the area and stuff, just do a bit of exploration. But iron, there is a few things you can actually do. Right, now, first thing that I like to do is, right, pay attention now, boys and girls. Right, so I'm going to bring up the actual chat menu. You can press dot, so a little full stop to start off with. So debug, space, wireframe, space, chunk. And that brings up your chunk borders. And to turn it up, you say the same thing. Well, dots, debug, wireframe, chunk to turn it off again. So this will basically give you an idea of where each chunk starts. Now, you don't want to be digging in the same chunk twice. And obviously, I'll be using my prospecting pick. So we'll go down this hole first. So I've literally chosen this at random. So no checking beforehand. I'll literally just dug down here, and we'll go all the way down here and all the way down here, and I've dug 4 deep, and then 4 deep, and then 4 deep, and then you get your prospecting pick and pick on the side. And you're going to say 2 more samples needed, then we do the same again, 2 more samples needed, 1 more sample needed, excellent, and we do 1 more again, and then 1 more sample needed, and it'll tell you. So high bismuthite, which is obviously we can make bismuth bronze, minuscule amounts of magnetite. So what the heck's magnetite? I can never remember any of these things, by the way. No, that's meg. So magnetite. Right, so we're in andesite, so probably somewhere down here. I don't know. Look at magnesite. There we go. Magnesite is. Okay, so if you're if you're not as lucky as me, it's iron. Okay, this is just, I've been quite lucky recently with iron and stuff. This is nothing to do with this, just random. Okay, I could have basically hit anything. Like I said, I don't know what most of them are. Magnesite is iron, but it said, let me bring it up again, minuscule amounts. So you don't want to be digging here. It's minuscule amounts. But what you want to be doing is not digging in the same chunk. Hence the reason why you have your wireframe up, so you can basically skip to the next chunk. And this is for all those out there who don't play with mods, because there's a lot of people who don't play with mods. They like to play the game in vanilla. So we'll come down here. We'll come to the middle of this chunk here. There we go. It's a brand new chunk now. There we go. And we're going to dig down here, and we'll see if the results are different this time. Now, always cover yourself up just in case something wants to keep you company down here. So you want to dig down, and okay, now you don't have to go down miles. There we go. That'll do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now you get your prospecting pick. And you basically want to hit that last block. So the 5th block. There we go. So 2 more samples needed. So over here. 1 more sample needed. And over here. No more samples needed. So minuscule amounts of magnetite still. And bismuth has got less. Now you want to see that minuscule amounts change to either tiny amounts or small amounts. Anything to show that it's going up. Because it's not even a percentage at the moment. So we're looking at really, really, really small amounts and stuff. Okay, right, so we have to get back up again, and we'll just use some of this. So we are not going to be digging around here for our iron, because it's still minuscule amounts and stuff. Now, what I tend to do, if it's like minuscule, I will pick a direction, and I will say maybe like miss 2 chunks. So we're going to miss 1 chunk here, I'm going to miss another chunk. And we got, what's this stuff? Oh, brown sedge? What the hell is brown sedge? No idea. Keep going down here. Keep an eye out for wolves. Keep an eye out for bears. And anything else that wants to eat me. Right, so there. We're about 2 chunks down now. There we go. Okay, right. Let's bring it down here. So put yourself a little hat on. There you go. There's your little hat. Nothing joins you down here. Then dig down. And you want to dig down around about the same amount again. You know, not too far. You don't have to go, but you don't have to go miles down. One more. There you go. Happy days. So same again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You. 2 more samples. 1 more sample. So this is still showing minuscule amounts of magnetite and decent amounts of bismutite. So basically the bismuth is getting less and the magnetite is not changing. So for me now, what I tend to do, I will pretty much leave this area as a general rule of thumb. And the reason why, basically, if I've just skipped 2 chunks, which I just have, let's just skip 2 chunks, and there's been nothing showing apart from minuscule amounts, you know it's not going to get much better anytime soon. So I think I'm going to bring up the map. Let's pick an area. Let's zoom out and we'll pick an area. Okay, let's go to this area here. So we're going to mark it on the map. So bring you in and we'll put a little marker there. I don't know, we'll put a little squiggly. No, not translocate. Put a little dot. There we go, dot. And we'll put it in red. And we'll do, I don't know, explore. So, explore. Okay? Right, so we're in the new area, the new chunk. And basically, we've got a little bit of fire clay here, which is quite nifty. But I've found fire clay in quite different locations. And we're going to pop down here. Put ourselves a little hat on again. There we go. Little hats on. And we'll dig down a little bit. And this time I'm going to go a little bit low, not massive, not a ton lower, but we are going to go down a little bit lower. So we're going to pass the 120 mark. There we go. And we're going to go out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Same again. Will things have changed? That is the question. Right, so now we've got very poor bismuth and still minuscule amounts of magnetite. So the choices are, do we stick around this area? Let's bring up the map. Zoom out. So we've been here, we've been here, we've been here. So these are all different chunks. Well, these two aren't. Yeah, they are. Sorry. Yeah. So these chunks are next to each other. This one and this one are 2 chunks apart. Then you got over here, which is around about 1, 2, 3, about 4 chunks apart. And again, we've got another 4 chunks. All of these areas are saying minuscule. So you're probably finding basically this general area is going to be minuscule. So I'm going to basically head all the way down here, probably to the edge of this map here, and then I'm going to try again. And this is pretty much what it takes with iron and stuff. You're basically being a scavenger hunter, but you're using the information from your actual prospecting pick to judge basically whether you go one direction or another direction. Now, if any of these points said anything other than minuscule amounts of magnetite, so say basically this one here, instead of saying minuscule, it said small, then I would start investigating this area. So maybe I might move over either 1 chunk or 2 chunks and then try again, or go what was a little bit and try 1 or 2 chunks, and vice versa and stuff. And that's what you're basically pinpointing. You're using the information that this gives you to basically make another hole, another tester pit. And like I said, you don't have to go really low down. Iron spawns at many different levels. It's not just at the bottom of the world. I've found plenty of iron chunks basically that have literally only been 20 blocks down from the surface. So they do spawn everywhere. So I'm going to go all the way down here and I'm going to meet you again, and then we'll see if anything's changed. All right, see you shortly. So we have come a decent distance this time. So this is where the last exploration were. Basically, I've come all the way down here, and basically we're just before the start of a new chunk. So we're going to dig down here to see what there's on offer. And you know, we could experience a different type of rock form. Let's put our hat on. There you go. Put the hat on. Happy days. We're going to dig down, and again, I'm going to dig down to just below 120. if you really struggle to find iron, have the mindset basically that it's like a little treasure hunt, and try to basically imagine it like that. As long as you have food supplies and you brought a bed with you, you can basically keep anywhere at night and stuff, and you can eat as much as you like. And don't worry too much about sticks and all that type of stuff for ladders, because I'll show you a little nifty trick which you can use to get yourself out of a hole if you don't have any ladders. Right, so 119, there we go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to bring out our prospecting pick. There we go, 2 more samples, 1 more sample. Right, so what's this one? Ooh, it's got better. So even though it still says very poor, it is registering as a percentage. Minuscule is the smallest amount. Ultra high bismuth though, which is quite cool. But now we're actually registering something very poor. So bring your map up. So what have you learned now? You've learned basically that up here it is barely undetectable in minuscule amounts, and we've come all the way down here and it's changed to very poor. So I want to keep on traveling south. So I want to go south a little bit more, probably we're just on the edge of this little lake here, and we'll see if it's changed. Actually no, if it's very poor here, we're going to go straight across the actual little lake here. I'm going to try on that shoreline there. So we'll put a little marker there, and we'll do with a little pink one, a little dot. There we go. I'm going to do explore. A little dot here, and then save. So we're going to go straight across here. I'm going to have a look inside here, and we'll see if that very poor has actually changed into something else now. Let me just do this for a second. Okay, right. I'm going to dig up, and I'm basically going to go straight across there. Actually, before I go, I did say I was going to tell you how to get out of a hole if you don't have any ladders. So this is how you get out of a hole when you don't have any ladders, okay? So make yourself a little bit of a bit of wiggle room, basically. You know, at least 3 blocks up, okay? And then in your inventory, you're going to make up some stones. So you're going to make up some stone walls. So there we go. We got 21 there. And then we're going to make up the rest as well with the rest of this. So I've got 58 more, which gives us another. We've got 30 in total. So we're going to dig down 1 block. There we go. And then we're going to place you there. I'm going to jump on top of it. There we go. And now you can pillar up. There you go. No ladders needed, no sticks needed. And it gets rid of the stones out of your inventory. And you can't fall down anywhere. See? Yeah. All right, I'll meet you over there. So I've had to come a little bit further because I wasn't out of a new chunk. So we've come across this giant oak. So I think this is as good as place as any to try. So we are in a brand new chunk though. There we go. And we're going to put ourselves a little hat on. There we go, a little hat. And again, we're going to drop down just below 120. And then you want your, there we go, prospecting pick. And there we go. And we want to see better results than very poor. Or if it does say very poor, we want to see that percentage increase. Now, we have gone further south this time than the last one. Let's see what it says. So we've got a new one. So our actual magnesite has actually gone down. So what does that tell us? Does that mean basically, it means usually that we've moved out of that area a little bit. So I want to return back over to here. And I want to go west. So we want to go west of this area. So we're going to go a little bit west. So we're going to go over 2 chunks west. Just 2 chunks. 2 chunks west. And we're going to see what that has to say. Okay. So yeah, just pretend you're a pirate and you're just like, you know, trying to find buried gold and buried treasure. Okay. So magnetite is at 0.33. So what do we know is basically, so the 0.51 is for that one there. So I'm going to bring up the map for a second. Sorry, back up the game. Bring up the map for a second. So this is 0.51. This is 0.33. And this one down here was 0.39. So should we go up a little bit? So we're going to go one chunk upwards, and then we're going to go one chunk basically to the west. So we're going to go one chunk to the north, and then one chunk to the west. So we're basically just ruling out basically where it is. Okay, so one chunk up and one chunk to the left. All right, so just past this line here will be the next chunk to the north. Probably going to be creepy crawlies inside there and all types of stuff. Let's just go a little bit past the chunk border. There we go. So we're in a new chunk here. Let's get over here. There we go. Maybe on this area here. Oh, let's try digging down. And let's put a little hat on again. Never forget to put your hat on, because you never know what'll join you. And oh, I need to do one more from there. So what's your predictions? What do you think it's going to go up, or do you think it's going to go down? I think it's going to go up, actually. Right, so there we go, 0.54. So going south has increased it. So I'm going to have to pause it for a second so I can do this. So, actually no, we'll do it by the map would be probably easier. So bring up the map. So we've done that area, and that was a 0.54. We've gone one chunk up, and it's still 0.54. So I'm going to do one more chunk. Just one more chunk going north, and we'll see if it improves it a little bit. So this is the last basically direction that we haven't checked yet. So this will have, so I've gone east from this one here. So our 0.54, I've gone east this time. And again, I've just gone one chunk over. There's our little hole over there, and it's like somewhere over there. So I've just gone one chunk over. So right, let's dig down and let's have a see. One more sample. 0.67. Okay, so now we know which direction is the iron. So we know for a fact basically that because we have gone east this time, so this was our original one, our 0.54, and then we tried north and it got worse, and we tried south and it got a lot worse. Well, this one got worse, and we tried basically west as well, and it got worse, and we tried east, and this time it has got better. So let's bring you up again. Let's try basically a little bit of a, how about a short range nudge search, see if there's anything around. Bismuth medium amounts. Okay, so just saying bismuth. Now I'm not going to dig around yet down here and stuff. I want to go a little bit more east to see basically if there is anything better a little bit further down. So I want to at least see that number basically, I don't know, at least on 1%. So you want at least to be in the actual percentages type of thing, at least 1% and stuff. So I'm going to just keep on going east for a little while, and I'll bring you back when I get a 1%. All right, guys. Right, guys. So literally the next hole that I dug, so I've gone, let's go back to the game. I found some bismuth, by the way, again. So let's bring up the map. So I've gone basically 3 chunks over. So this is 3 chunks, as I was counting as well. So I've moved 3 chunks over, and it is now decent and magnetite. Now, as if we found a decent amount, I think I might try digging down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's go down to, I don't know, 100 again. So another 20. And we'll have another look to see if basically it increases, it decreases, because it gives us an idea of basically where that level will be as well. So we want better than 1.29. So we then know we're going to have to go down low. So 1.35, it is getting better, eh? I'm going to move over another 3 chunks. So another 3 more chunks. So I've got 1.29, 1.35. So that's where we are at the moment, just lower down. I'm going to do another 3 chunks over here, probably somewhere along this actual, well, 3 chunks probably take me across here actually. So I'm going to do another 3 chunks, and I'm going to dig again. And then hopefully we should basically see some proper movement and stuff. But as you can see, this has not taken that long to do. It's really, really not. A little bit of traveling in and around the area, and it's not. I'm not a million miles from my base. My base is just up there, to be brutally honest. And you know, we've dug a few holes, but we've been a process of elimination and stuff. We found one source, and then we've improved it or disproved it. Like it's got worse. Oh, it's getting better now. So I'm going to move again east along pretty much the same axis, pretty much along this line again. So if you notice, that was the last one, and then move pretty much in a straight line. We got 1, 2, 9, and again I want to pretty much stay in the same line. I don't know, we'll do another 3 more chunks. It might end up down here possibly, but yeah, I'm going to do that. So guys, I have moved it slightly more than 3 chunks, so I'm just starting the 4th chunk. I'm right on that border. I didn't want to be digging inside the actual lake, you see, so I basically, this is the 4th chunk. But again, we're pretty much in a straight line here. We've gone straight across, so I'm going to see what this basically gives us. Okay, so we got you, need 2 more. Found some new rock as well, shale. 1 more. So what we got now? Magnetite is down to poor. Oh no, what a shame. And chromite 0.24, borax, halite. Oh, halite, that's basically salt, and lignite and stuff. So what does that tell us? That tells us basically our sweet spot is in and around this area here. So it's gone worse, so 0.82, and from here is 1.29, a high of 1.35, a little bit this way. So you're probably looking at probably somewhere in around this area here. So I can split the difference, maybe slightly higher, maybe there. So if we try and basically do a little bit of a circumference around there. So yeah, I'm going to go for around about there. It's right on this edge here. So I'm going to mark this on a map. See, I try to basically have as much fun as possible. So explore. So I'm currently exploring basically another little region here. Basically I tried around there and just really bad. really bad. So I've come back to this area, this kind of like hot spot area here. And I'm currently here. Now this reading has been going on since, well, very, very high up. Now I'm currently at Y level 24, so I've come down pretty far in the world, and it's keep on saying pretty much the same thing. We're going to keep on going down. I know at this point basically I might as well just go down to the mantle, just to basically rule it out. We'll try here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more samples. 1 more sample. And it's still showing the magnetite, which is, I'm confused. I'm going to try with a different node search, short range. We'll try short range. Following or node. So as a rule of thumb, basically I've done a couple of these. I tend to use these just to stick to the density search. I don't use the node search, and I should do really, because it obviously shows you the short range. So what things are close to you, but it's saying large amounts of magnetite, which is obviously the iron. So we do have it somewhere. We just have to find it. Let's try going forward a little bit. I think that's best way. One, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm gonna have to find it soon because I think my pickaxe is gonna break, and I've already replaced one. So you know, getting rather 1.9. Let's change that over. Very large amounts of magnetite now. Okay, right. So we are very, very close then. So a little nosy downwards. Bingo! And there we God, funny. There we go. And there's the iron ore. Now, it's a little bit more complicated. This is down at, wow, this is almost at bottom of the world. So this is at level 8. So, to be honest, this is possibly one of the lowest ones I've found. I don't know how much iron I'm going to be able to basically collect, to be brutally honest, as this pickaxe durability, it's on its knees, to be honest. So let's see what we can collect. And we'll obviously mark it on a map to say basically we found iron, and pretty much that's success. Well, it's medium quality, so at least it's not poor. Right, so I'm going to collect as much as I can until my pick breaks, and I will meet you back at the house, okay? So we made it home safe and sound, and let's now see what did we actually get. So we'll do the bismuth first. The bismuthite. We've got 92 from that. That's not too bad. Obviously 20 will give you basically an ingot. So you know, you're looking at that's not bad. 4 ingots. Better than a poke in the eye. Now for the iron. Now obviously I left a lot of iron there. Obviously my pickaxe broke before I could actually collect it all and stuff. And to be brutally honest, given how deep it is down at Y level 8, pretty much the bottom of the world, I'm going to try if I can find an even closer iron mine and just have that as a backup. So basically, you know, if I struggle after a while to find iron, I'll have that as a backup, because going that far down, it's a bit of a pain. All right, so let's see how much iron we get from this. Dun, 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 dun. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm more than happy with that. So I have the general philosophy of treasure hunt, you being a bit of a pirate. Make sure you take plenty of food with you, a bed to sleep in, and you know, don't mind traveling a little bit, but you don't have to travel miles. I mean, this is in my neighborhood basically. I went straight down and then across and stuff. And to be brutally honest, what I might do, I might even try to you know, just literally do my back door. Literally just go outside my back garden and literally just dig down, see if I've got iron here. Check everywhere, check your own neighborhood. And like I said in the earlier part of the episode, use those numbers to your advantage. So if they're lousy numbers and stuff, move to a different location. Check to see if basically are they getting better, are they getting worse? You know, is that basically amount changing from minuscule to tiny to poor? Because you know, it's not overly complicated to narrow down your iron search. Yes, sometimes it can be a bit of a faff trying to find it. When you know for a fact it is there. I mean, for example, basically that's a lot of tests around this area and stuff. I mean, I did do a lot of test holes and stuff, but that was basically me mining down and basically then mining across and vice versa. This wasn't just whole holes down, so pretty much one hole down and then mine a bit across and vice versa. But yeah, we've got iron, which is quite good. But yeah, what I might do between episodes, I might just try a few poke holes around here to see if basically I've got any iron around here. Why not? But yeah, guys, in the next episode, we're going to go through the whole process of what it takes to make yourself your first iron tool. So I'll be going through, you know, what you need to cook down the actual iron, what type of basically heat source you'll need, what the whole process entails, yeah. I hope this has been some sort of help to you. If you've enjoyed today's episode, do the usual stuff. Leave me a comment. I like to have a chat. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Alrighty, guys. Bye-bye for now. Bye.